Artificial intelligence. You know it, you love it. It is getting steadily more and more smart. And that means we're gradually getting stupider and stupider. So because AIs are smart now, I thought to myself, hey, why not try and predict my own death? And that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I found this amazing tool called TextSynth. And it's something like, if you remember InfraKit, it's something very similar. You basically type a text here and it will complete it. It will be automatically completed with a hopefully realistic text. So I'm gonna be trying this out, and it looks, what the fuck? Cooking instructions. Okay. You know, I would rather not get cooked to death, but okay. But before I start, disclaimer, none of this is real. Everything is fiction. This is purely for entertainment purposes. Don't associate this with me dying, please. But anyways, let's start with something simple. I happily walk into the kitchen. I see a new set of knives on the counter. I decide to check them out, and even though I didn't know it yet, my death was coming very, very soon. Okay, I am very intrigued to see what this is gonna throw at me. Max tokens 200, temperature 1. I don't know what temperature is. I don't know what top P, top K is. Model. I'm guessing I'm just gonna set it in Mistral. Let's just do complete text. What the fuck? Okay. 8 N A E G F. I pick one up, and it is a very sharp blade indeed. As I grip it tightly, the blade makes contact with my finger. The pain was incredible. Blood starts gushing out, and I look down at my finger. There is no blood gushing from the finger, but from the knife. I pull my finger back, and that is the last thing I remember. Waking up in a coma, I hear voices, and I open my eyes. I immediately see my father's face looking at me. He looks to the side, and I see the nurse looking at my bandaged fingers. As the doctor asks questions, I realize I'm in the hospital. I ask him how long I had been unconscious. He said a little over 24 hours. I was so surprised because I had an incredible dream while I was out. I tell the doctor the whole story, and as I see my father's concerned face, he started laughing and tells me, all right, this is not very death prediction type shit, but let's try to change it up a bit. Maybe how about we do after hours upon hours of restlessly training for my upcoming karate tournament, I decide to go to the bathroom, but I suddenly slip on the wet bathroom floor. Generate another, yes. I look up and see that I have slipped in my own blood from a giant cut on my face that covers most of it. Okay. I somehow make it out of the bathroom alive and limping. Once I get outside, I look in my pocket for my phone, and I don't have it. I go grab my backpack so that I can find my phone, but it's gone. I look everywhere around the karate studio, but I can't find it. I give up and go to my car and leave, and as I am walking out, I see keys on the ground, but they are in a blood-covered pocket. I look around for a hospital to go to, but there is none. So I take a random highway out of a small city I was in. I am driving as quickly as I can to get somewhere safe. The roads are so empty and the highway is so narrow that it makes me nervous. I drive and drive only to find out that I'm driving in circles. I don't know where I am or which direction I'm headed in, but it's not out of that town. All I want to do is rest for a bit, and that is the most difficult thing to do. Every time I try to rest, I end up back at the studio, and I'm always hurt and limping. I have to keep trying to get somewhere safer, or I'm going to end up dead. Okay, this sounds like a plot to like a time loop horror movie, which does sound kind of cool. I am not gonna lie, this looks like an intriguing story for a movie. But anyways, let's try to make a not horror story this time. Let's go with Belvra was streaming one day and he heard strange noises in his house. When he went to investigate, it turned out to be burglars. Burglars? Okay. Burglars. I cannot type. Oh my god. This turned out to be very good content for his viewer base of about one and a half viewer. It was raining hard and the mood was very dramatic. The scene was very dramatic. Belvra knew how to fight. He didn't intend to, but if things got ugly, he could stand up for himself. All right, let's see. Let's see what it spits out. It was another stream. He was drinking and eating a salad when someone tried to steal his laptop. They didn't succeed because they didn't have the skill, but the laptop got lost. Belvra was lucky that he had backups. What Belvra does most is talk. What? Okay, bro. This AI knows. This AI is a knower. He's an eloquent and intelligent man. Hashtag what Belvra thinks about other streamers. Belvra is the most active streamer in .cheese world according to Lonk. What the fuck is Lonk? Belvra's relationship with his audience. Belvra has been streaming for more than 3 years. He has an average of 2 to 3 viewers during the week, but on weekend he has often 10 viewers. Belvra has said that the viewers like his stream because it is interesting. They like how he talks about games and is interesting. He said that he tries to make it interesting. Okay, how did we... Okay, wait. How did we get from burglary to Belvra's relationship with his audience? This is very confusing. Alright, let's actually try to squeeze out a sort of death prediction. So we're gonna have to do very specific things here. So let's try... this was the fated day of my death. It was raining heavily. Alright, I'm gonna let it just go and we will see what it spits out. I hope it's not something like this, because that would not be very good, but we'll see. The day I was supposed to go the day I was supposed to go to work, a colleague in the neighboring building called me to ask if I had gone to work. She said she saw the rain from the corner of her window and she wondered if I had gone out as there was nobody in the room but me. She was concerned for my safety. I was not afraid that day. I was happy that someone called to check up on me and I could not wait to go to the office to talk about the rain. That was what the day was going to be all about. That was the only thing on my mind. I could not think beyond it. I was not thinking of any other day after this one. I was looking forward to this one and soaking in all the moments of it, enjoying it all, living for this day, making the most out of this day. I was happy to know that my colleague was worried about me, but I did not ask her to come in. Okay, this is literally nothing to do with death. Today was the fated day of my death. I went out as any other day. However, let's see. I had a mission to complete. I planned to take down the Templars on my own, and I'm proud to say I did. I arrived on the Isle. The Isle had gotten to me when I was younger. So in truth, this place was special to me. The Templars had placed a very secure gate over the portal. However, with the Templars being the Templars, they were lax and let their guard down. It had been easy to slip past them. The Templars had set up their headquarters in an abandoned church. The church was the perfect place for them. It was quiet, and the large building provided them with plenty of hiding spots. I climbed onto the church through a small window on the side. I saw some Templars talking. They did not notice me. However, they were talking about me and my death. They thought that I had died a few years ago. They thought that I was not dangerous anymore. They were wrong. I took out my sword and I prepared to kill him. One of them got a weapon and was about to hit me with it. I deflected it with my sword. I used the sword to break his skull open and the blood spilled out everywhere. The others ran away. I climbed the steps and looked at the Templar's banner. Then I slashed it down, destroying it. I then took my sword and stabbed it down, destroying the Templar's headquarters. It was a great feat. Then I fell through the hole that I had made. I landed in the lake below, killing myself. The Templars thought that they had killed me. I died for a noble cause. I died for all the victims of the Templars. I died a hero, and they died by my sword. Alright, so if this is supposed to be my fate, then goddamn, is this like 2055? Wait, what was there? There was portals. There was portals and Templars. What the fuck is this? Is this sci-fi fucking medieval age? Okay, you know what? This was pretty good. I am quite happy with this. I will play with this even more since I've seen what it can do. And this is actually like very fun, and I hope they continue expanding on this because it is very cool to see stuff like this. And I finally found something that was like at least a bit similar to Intricate, because that is discontinued for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment in the description. Maybe suggest new ideas for me to do. Like this one. This was pretty fun. And like, subscribe while you still can. Because remember, nothing is permanent and everything will disappear one day. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.